I'm getting ready to move the ladder further over that way. That way I can be just, up right up in there and be able to work on that gutter there and be pushed over that way as far as I can. I got my tools over here. Of course, I got the plastic cement that I talked to you about yesterday. Got me a screwdriver in case I need to pry on anything up there. I got my work gloves. Got my whatever you call this thing, drill, and a Phillips head, and I got screws about like that. But what I'm going to do is, where is it? There it is. I'm going to use things like similar to this, and the reason I'm going to do this is because I can take this screw, put it through one of these holes, and whenever I screw it down, right, it screws in. The screw screws into the main wood beam, and then this whole thing holds the gutter, right? Gives it much more of a hold versus just that one little tiny tip end of the screw. So I end up with something big holding pressure on it, right? So that's what I'm going to do. First thing, I'm going to move that ladder, and then I'm going to get up there with this and my screws, and I'm going to go after this gutter first, because that's the upper gutter, and get it all back in place. Alrighty, move the ladder over. Now I'm going to climb up there. And when you know it, I stepped in something and got my foot wet. Dang it. Like this plastic down here is just holding a lot of liquid in it. I stepped on it and got my foot all wet. Got some little tomatoes down there I need to pick and eat too. Look at those tomatoes. Got several of them back in there. That's one thing I like about tomato vines, is they just keep making tomatoes and making tomatoes. There's a bunch of them over in here. I just can't see them all right now. I'll get those later. Maybe I'll make a salad. All right. I've been up here kind of working on this, rearranging a little bit, and this is where I'm at on this gutter. It's a little bit better than it was. And I've got it pretty much done. So there's that one screw that I put in and screwed it into the main beam. That's the beam that runs up and down this way and into the end of it there. And it's solid right here, but down here it's still moving. And I laid this screw up here to show me where this other beam is. But I can still lift this up and look, and I can see that beam right there where my finger is. So, but I don't want to just put just a little screw in there. It might work enough, but I prefer to have a washer or something, kind of like I did that one. So I'm gonna have to go to the shed and look around for some of those. But for the most part, I've got this, especially this front part here, I've got it attached here, and I've done some work right up in there. I'll give you a close-up. I put a screw in there to kind of hold all that back in there too. And I'm getting ready. Since I've already got this pretty much done, all I gotta do is put a couple more screws in here. But for now, it's gonna hold water. I do have some stuff in here I need to clean out, but I'll clean it out and get it, a little bit better. But yeah, those things down there, I need to get those out too. Those things really didn't help much, so I ended up peeling a bunch of them out. Supposedly, stuff that comes off here is supposed to land on top and the water's supposed to go through. But I found out that stuff still goes through and it still gets clogged up. I really hadn't figured out how, but I've taken most of them off. But, all right. And up in here too. I've rearranged some of this. See how loose it is? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all that loose stuff out of there. And I'm gonna take that tar and I'm gonna stick under it, up in there, and kind of like glue it down, you know, in between that up there at the top and in between each layer of this. Put it all up in there exactly where I want it to be. And then that tar, you know, I squish it all down, that tar will hold it. You know, that stuff I got in the can is what I'm talking about. But that's my next step. Still got some screws there, and my drill and glove. Let me go get my tar stuff, so I'll go ahead and do all this up and around here, and then around here, redo all this area here, and then I'll find me some more washers or metal pieces to screw on like I kind of did that one, to give it a good hold. All right, let me go find some screw or some things, whatever. I went out in the shed looking around. I found my trash bags have been missing. Let me take these. So these are lawn and leaf. But I found these little metal pieces. I figured I'd try some of these. They're, you know, those long screws that go through these and put pressure on the metal part. So I'm going to just take these and try them out. And I'm also going to take these trash bags, lawn and leaf bags, 39 gallon. Take these over to Johnny. He's been working on the yard. So he can, you know. All right, I got that thing open. I'm going to start up here in this corner. You can see where I did it last year, I think it was 2 years ago, I think. But I'm going to start up there. That's where that little valley comes down. Huh? But I'm going to start right there and work my way over this way where I put that shingling in. And then up in there, like right there. And then go underneath there and kind of fix up under there. Yeah, I brought those screw pieces down here that I picked up at the shed. Hey, Johnny.
I was over there next to the tree getting these by hand.
Yeah.
One of them catch shit over there.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You get cat shit on?
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. You got to watch out for that.
I got 4 buckets of leaves I put in that bag, so when I get done with Halloween, I'll just take the whole bag back there and dump it.
Okay. What do we got, like 10 cats?
Yeah.
All right.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, I'm filming this as I go. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, but I'm messing up this end of the ladder down here. So. All right, I gotta get busy. All right, I put this roof cement stuff under these shingles here and kind of glued them down and made, you know, arranged them better. Put it all around the seals, or the sealed up around the edges and cracks and everything. But one thing I need to tell you about this stuff is you think you can do this job without making a mess, but I mean, look at the ladder, right? On my shirt, Look at my shirt. I've got it on my shirt. That's tar. Darn tar. But anyway, got it all over my hands. I'm pretty sure I've got it on my ear and my eye. I'm not going to show you right now, but when I go in the house, I'm definitely going to check that out. You can see how much of that I've already used. That's a gallon bucket, and I've used a good bit of it. But I'd wanted to just lather it on there and make it last. But I did really good. I know it kind of doesn't look perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect. But this one is definitely going to last for a good while, and it's going to keep, hopefully, I'm not going to guarantee, but I'd say hopefully no moisture, no water would get in. And we're going to have some rain over the next 3 days. I looked at the weather a little while ago, and yeah, we're going to have some rain. But I'm thinking that this stuff will hold. I think it'll do perfectly fine. I did kind of damage this gutter a little bit. So before I finish up tonight, I'm gonna have to fix this gutter. I don't know. You fix one thing, and you tear up another one while you're doing it. But that's okay. I need to stay busy doing stuff anyway. So, not that I really wanted to tear up my gutter, but I'll get in here and I'll get this fixed. There's some of those things I got to kind of push up against it. And see, it was like those little screws and other odds and ends little screws that were holding this up. I don't think it was actually put up here right the first time. Those little dinky screws aren't nothing. What I should use is like 5-inch screws, you know, with better, you know, I'm using those with something like that, you know, to give it more oomph, I guess you could say. But all right, I think I'm done up here on that. I got this gutter reattached. Looks like it's going to hold okay. Yeah, and I got all that. Hopefully it's sealed up good. And I'm going to get down and rearrange this ladder so that I can actually work on this gutter. Rearrange the ladder. Now I can go up there and work on that gutter. And when I put that ladder up in there, I knocked down a big wasp nest. I didn't even know it was there. And of course, there's 1 or 2 wasps. I think most of them dropped down there with the nest. But I was just trying to keep an eye out for them. There's another nest up in there. But for the most part, there ain't nothing up there to bother me right now. So I'm gonna get on up there. Just make sure I don't slip and fall. It ain't going nowhere. All right. So I gotta rearrange this. You can see up there where I did that. Now I gotta reconnect this. This thing almost fell. I thought it was going to stay up there, but it slid down. But that's good. Right here is exactly where I need it. And I'm going to put, where's my stuff? Oh, there's that, and then my screws are right there. So let me get busy. See if I can get this thing done. Whew. I do not like being on ladders. All right. I'm going to do this. I got to figure out how I'm going to stand on this ladder and use both hands on the thing up here. All right, let me get busy. Okay, I've achieved my goal I set for myself for this evening. Up in there, remember the leak on the inside that I showed on the first video, part 1. But anyway, I put tar all up there, sealed it, rearranged some of the shingling and tarred under it and over it, and I had reattached that gutter in that section so that it sits there better. I cleaned out this gutter. I found that there was a piece of shingling sitting on top of where the downspout comes out, and then there was gunk on top of it, which created a dam. So it was holding water, which was making this very, very heavy, and that's why it was sagging. So I cleaned all that out. Now it should go down the downspout and out. Once it goes down the downspout, then I've got it going through some of those tubes that run through the ground and out. Some of those tubes come down here for drainage purposes. But anyway, this side, I had done some work to this side too, but I still got work. Basically, I got work to do all over the darn house, but I can only do one little step at a time. And tomorrow I looked at the weather. It's supposed to be rainy for the next 3 days. I don't know exactly how it's going to rain. I don't know if it's going to just sprinkle all day or if we're going to have a downpour. I don't know. But I think I've got it to the point now to where it's not going to leak into the house from that area there. So wish me luck. Johnny's been working on the yard. I've been working on the house. For those of you, somebody in one of my other videos asked, who's Johnny? Well, Johnny is my brother-in-law. He's my wife's brother. And he's living here with us. He's living back there in that camper. God, mosquitoes. But he works, but he also helps around the house too. So, thanks for watching my videos, and hopefully I'll have a follow-up video on going up there and checking it out and just seeing if it's leaking or not. Make sure to subscribe and give me some thumbs up and some, I'm not a professional roofer, so if you want to give me some guidance, that's fine, but don't put me down. At least I'm up there doing the job. I'd probably end up spending hundreds of dollars to have some other person come out here and do all this stuff, or do what I did today and yesterday. So, talk to you later. Bye. Oh, look at that.